And so we are back on it outside. Sorry, we had a glitch from the internet connectivity. And so we had to readjust. We are back on it outside. And this is where the arrival of all of the high-profile guests will definitely take place, and we will bring you these short arrival formalities here. And like we rightly said, so there's a serious arrival ceremony taking place here. The guests are just about individually making their way here at this venue. Like we rightly said to you, His Excellency President Weah of Liberia is already here in Yamoussoukro. He will be making his way here as well. The Ghanaian president is also here in Yamoussoukro. The president of Guinea-Bissau is also here. And as soon as we can catch a glimpse of the president convoy coming at our end, we will do everything possible to make sure that you can get a clear picture of what will be taking place here. It's a huge turnout here. The media from around Africa, and of course the honoree, Her Excellency Chancellor Mikard is also here. She's been in country for the last few days here in Ivory Coast. Specifically, she was in Abidjan, but she's finally made her way here into Yamoussoukro. And this is an award for peace and research, and had to do with democracy as well. And so this is bringing together some leaders and members of the African Union and ECOWAS. And the president of Liberia is also here. It's a UNESCO award. I'm told this award was being put in place by the late President Felix Houphouet-Boigny, and this being his hometown, they are proud to bring back this award here with the honorees and special guests making their way here to grace the occasion. The inside of it is indeed very, very colorful, very beautiful, with several different groupings. At the far end of where I'm standing, there are several different cultural performances taking place. Again, we are positioned a little distant, and what we'll be doing for you here is bringing you these arrivals, formalities on the outside. The inside, where the formal program itself will be taking place, is already set and ready to receive the heads of state and the host president. And today, while flying in here to Yamoussoukro and driving through the principal streets, you could see students from various learning institutions here making the present felt, standing along the roadside, waving and greetings the various presidents. And this program itself is not a very long program, but again it is planned in a very unique way. And I'm seeing a serene coming from the far end. This should be the host president. I'm sure this is the host president. You ought to be here first before the rest of the presidents can make their way here. Sorry for the intrusion into our shots. Again, it's obvious. You got people passing through. And like I said, this should be one of the presidents, if not the host president. But they are now arriving. From all indication, this is the host president. Let's see if we can get this arrival. Dignitaries are flying in one after the other. This convoy was very huge, and I actually thought it was the host president, but it seemed to be one of the special invited guests here at this occasion. We are still watching the entry point just to make sure that we give you a clearer understanding of the unfolding here in Yamoussoukro. This is the venue. We are still on the outside, to be exact. We are on the outside. A very beautiful layout, well, decent, colorful, inhabitant, wonderful people, and so they are hosting The peers from Africa and other parts of the world are here. Remember the war winner, former German Chancellor. Of course, is also a high-profile individual. There are buses bringing people at this distance. The venue is not in the city center, so it's a little distant from where we are. But even as it is, they've made available the necessary transportation to get people come here to grace the occasion. And you can tell from the fleet of vehicles on the outside that on the inside itself is indeed jam-packed, even though people are still making their way inside. Again, welcome if you just joined us. We are here in Yamoussoukro, the Ivory Coast. The President of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, is here to witness this Peace Award ceremony. He's been taking time to meet some of the leaders here invited from the sub-region, and they've chosen to honor the invitation of an African brother, a leader in the sub-region. So the working relationship seems to be going very well between and among the leaders of the sub-region, and holding everything constant. That's exactly what seems to be happening here. There is another serene motorcade coming. It stays a distance away from where we are, but we are watching through the corridors of this route. And again, this should be one of the high-profile guests coming to this occasion. We are fast approaching startup time now, so you will see a lot more of different motorcades coming in, dropping off people, and the guests coming in here. Again, some of the media guys are trying to troop their way out of a convoy coming in here. This is a convoy, and I see camera team posted on top of that vehicle. Again, it is not for me to guess. It is not for me to guess. It is not for me to guess. And what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is to make sure this done. It's a very huge motorcade coming, and I can tell you for sure this should be the host president, because this motorcade is as huge, and it seems to be the one we either on saw at the airport on today. And I see our guys, some of our professional colleagues here in the Ivory Coast covering the presidency on top of this vehicle. And I'm sure this is a start of a day here in Yamoussoukro. And so let's So that's the arrival of the host president now. And so we'll be seeing the arrival of the other guests coming in. We'll be seeing the arrival of the other guests coming in. You know, sometimes it's indeed very difficult to work in this environment, especially language barrier and other stuff. One place that is difficult to work is with these francophone security operators. And so, but we will keep trying. They will keep switching us from one restricted location to the other. But again, we will do our best possible just to make sure we are indeed a part of the ceremony as scheduled. And so the guests are coming in. I'm told this is the wife of Houphouet-Boigny. Wife of the late President Felix Houphouet-Boigny. She's old indeed now, but she managed to make her way here, and I'm sure she's having several reflection coming in at this point. And we are still looking through as the heads of states arrive here. With the special guests, the lady you just saw in the picture a few minutes ago is the wife of the former President Felix Houphouet-Boigny. She's also come to witness the Felix Houphouet-Boigny Peace Award and Yamoussoukro, a very historic town here. And someone is asking me, who's the lady? The wife of the former President Felix Houphouet-Boigny is the lady you just saw pass in your shots. That old lady, I may not know all of them, but as soon as I can eavesdrop from my colleague around here, we will definitely do that for you, especially with those Ivory dignitaries coming in. Keep watching us here from Abidjan. Yamoussoukro is where I am. I'm still watching and waiting. Now that the host president has arrived, I'm sure the rest of the guest presidents, including His Excellency Dr. George Weah, will be arriving shortly. And as soon as the president arrive in here, all of the invited guests, the program will commence from the inside. We may not be able to bring you unfoldings from the inside. The network connectivity from the inside is terrible, and we wouldn't want to bring you a disjointed coverage. And so we'll try our best possible. The president is a guest here. He will not be speaking. And so he's here to witness and form a part of the occasion as requested by his colleague from the Ivory Coast. Keep watching. Our protocol seems to be all set at the moment. If you just join us and wondering where we are in Yamoussoukro, La Côte d'Ivoire. His Excellency the President departed Liberia yesterday for this occasion, and as we speak, the occasion will shortly commence. It is my indication now that the President of Liberia is close, and this should be, yes, the Liberian delegation, Modoke, but not the President Modoke. And these are the officials of the Liberian delegation: D. Maxwell Kimia, Internal Affairs Minister Van Salif, and of course Chokon P. Pepsi Yeke are the members of the Liberian official delegation. A vassal to the president is also making his way inside. I see Sekou Kalasko also coming. That is to tell me that the president is coming along with the other presidents. It is a clear indication that all of the other presidents will come in together. Kalasko is making his way to the inside of the hall itself. And so President Weah will be coming along with the rest of the presidents, owing to what we've seen here in the protocol. It simply speaks that the Ghanaian president, the Liberian president, the president of Guinea-Bissau are all coming together. And because their respective teams have just arrived. Wherever you're watching from, you are in tune to this live feed. It's a slow convoy that is coming, moving very, very slow, with a very huge security team. And you're hearing the sirens wailing in the back. And now you get to see several individuals crossing into our cameras. Everyone seems to be wishing to catch a position the best way possible. And you see the guys are walking alongside the vehicle. See the team of security guys escorting the vehicles there. arrival of former President Heren Kona-Bédié. Former President Heren Kona-Bédié has just arrived. We'll try to get him in your shot quickly. But this is the motorcade of the former President Heren Kona-Bédié. The arrival of former President Heren Kona-Bédié. And I tell you, now we've seen the arrival of the wife of the former president, and then we'll see the arrival of former President Heren Kona-Bédié as well. And like we said, they are all guests to this occasion, and he came on a very serious but huge escort. The former president Heren Kona-Bédié has arrived here, and we are still looking through the walls. Like I said, we may not be able to bring you the names of all of the dignitaries here. But as we recognize them, we'll definitely do that for you. So the guests are equally fast arriving. We are just doing for you the arrival formalities here. And as soon as President Weah and the rest of the presidents can make their way inside here, I'm sure from the inside it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do our live feed, because we've tried the internet connection in there and it's been terrible for us. But notwithstanding, you are watching us. You're watching us from Abidjan. That's from La Côte d'Ivoire, to be specific, Yamoussoukro. And here comes the guest of honor. Ankara Mekar has arrived. Ankara Mekar, former German Chancellor, has just arrived. She is the recipient of the award. Now you see why we are here. Purpose this situated for you, and you can definitely feel the excitement is building up. The former German Chancellor has just arrived, and she's making her way to the inside. Like I said, the guests respectively are making their way to the inside of the main event. So you've seen the former Chancellor make her way inside. And you will tell that there are several other dignitaries making their way to the inside of the main hall. We are still looking through our corridor of entry. Hearing several drums. I'm sure with the level of adjustment being carried out now, all we are waiting now is the guest presidents. Because with all of these high-profile dignitaries coming in, including the delegation from Liberia, you will definitely get to know that we are closing in to startup time. Now that the host president is in, the recipient of the UNESCO Research Peace Award is already inside as well. Former President Henry Conan-Bedier is already inside. That speaks volume about peace and reconciliation, especially with the set of devastation and war that took place here in the Ivory Coast. You see a former president comes to join a sitting president at a function like this, talking about peace, democracy, and reconciliation is key. And he came on a very huge security escort. I'm sure he's felt his days as president here. With all due respect to the higher seat, he still enjoys the security and comfort of his people. And so former President Conan-Bedier. And then inside is also the wife of the former president as well, in whose town we are today, Yamoussoukro, the wife of former president, who's also inside. A very colorful occasion here. Felix Houphouet-Boigny. This was a village outside Abidjan, almost like a farmland, I'm told. When he became president, this is where he hailed from. And this is the sort of development he's brought to his country. And this is the development he took to his birth town. We are hoping someday our leaders will remember their towns and their villages equally in this direction. If you are a president from a particular portion of a country and you are no longer president, what is there for you to show? The question we've asked our leaders several times, we haven't gotten the answer. We are hoping that our leaders will now try to think this is a part of Africa. This is not Abidjan. This is Yamoussoukro. This can be Jedijua. This can be Kipamos as well. This can be Grand Cru. And this can be Lofa. This can also be Bon County. And this can be Riverses. If we decentralize the development of our country and make sure our leaders can remember the towns and the villages, like the late President Felix Houphouet-Boigny has done here in Yamoussoukro, we will have so many beautiful cities, not just the squeeze of the metropolitan of Mosorado that no longer has the capacity to contain its inhabitants. But maybe the future is bright, and Liberia and Liberians will get there someday. Yamoussoukro is where I am. I'm just on the outside of this very huge facility. Layout here for such an occasion. The UNESCO flags are flying here with the Ivorian flags. I'm sure if President Totman were to transform his hometown of Maryland, laid out beautifully like Yamoussoukro, I'm sure the former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf were to do the same in Djilidjua, there will be several places that Liberians will want to live, and not just Mosorado County. I'm sure even those who have been heading authorities in our country should think about the towns and their villages and carry infrastructure development to those towns and villages. It ease the burden on the main capital. So this is similarly seen as a political hub here in Ivory Coast, and Abidjan is the commercial seat of their country. You are watching. Keep watching. I'm staying positioned here and waiting the arrival of the rest of the presidents. That is to include President Macky Sall of Senegal, Nana Akufo-Addo from Ghana is also expected here. They are already here in Yamoussoukro. They are at their temporary hotel in the heart of Yamoussoukro. President Weah is also here, and we are awaiting their arrival. Omaru Soko Umbalo is also here. They all arrived in Abidjan last night, spent the night, and currently they are trying to make their way based on protocol to be here. You know, I like the Liberian people. So I'm talking about towns and villages that needs improvement. And someone is saying to me, my life here, this could be Sastown as well. Yes, I agree. This could be Sastown. So if I left off Sastown, it wasn't intentional. But again, you've mentioned Sastown, and so I agree with you that this could be Sastown as well. Let's get going here. I see another convoy coming. This time around, it carries an escort. This convoy carries an escort. And I'm assuming without a meeting that this will be one of the expected guests or head of state. And so again, the protocol in every country has a problem. They are even misdirecting the convoy that is coming. So let's see, whose convoy is this? It's gradually making its way. As soon as our president arrives here, I will try to make my way to the inside. But again, it's going to be difficult for you to get a feed from the inside. We will give you a report sometime during the day. Another convoy is in the rear of this one. So I'm hoping and looking through as to whose convoy is this. I'm told this is Laurent Gbagbo. So you saw Heron Kona Bedi, now you're about to see former President Laurent Gbagbo comes out. Gbagbo, and this time around, sure it's going to be Liberia president now. After President Laurent Gbagbo, Liberia is next. That is the motorcade of His Excellency President Weah. Seeing President Laurent Gbagbo, you're about to see the President of Liberia comes. I see his motorcade is in check. It's going to give some time for former President Laurent Gbagbo to make his way inside. The Liberian president is arriving. Here comes the President of Liberia, His Excellency President George Manning Weah has arrived here at the venue. So we will watch the Chief of Protocol to the President gets up. His Excellency President Weah. So the president of Liberia has just arrived here. Now that we got the president here. Let me try to catch my way to the inside. So we are back on the inside for a while. We hope the internet will serve us good. But President Weah has already entered this huge facility. Let's give it a try again. This is so-called Mbalo. This is here as well. I'm watching him from the camera from where we are. Honorable Mbalo has just arrived as well. I'm trying to catch my way inside at this point.